eye April mu no ano na kyese ehu de obo na badendende na adenti na agya no medru ho no mo a aya na ya relaxe obi okrampo a wonfa ho se Father's Day bi eba eye meme abna ameka sai dia enka meme de enka de bia no na enka menya se eye Father's Day ede be ntira bia na eye kwane a meja efa so en minya ayonkofa bi anase wode eboa tete ye no eno na amasa odo no aba na wo de no sen na na etie wo de no sen na wunya no eja ben na wunya efrim ofremu de besese breha anopai ya tena se ana yebedi nkomo de efa ejanom asede ehu anopai eja wo hwe yen asede ben na woye ewo fie efie no a woni abofra no etimo no ede ben na woye edema abofra no na wo eja no kra no wo somfaso ewo abofra setena mu anase ne bremu no eno so enesen anopai yebedi nkomo na emre no beba na wa wo hwe yen so no watumi enya akwanya na wa ba mu bi woni wo papa experience amunya ye ewo abrabomu sesi aye kasai minimu fi awadie but ye ma wakonya na kase kan bibi efa papa ho a obetumi aka na meme de ka metumi aka ma na broso na wo so anopai ehu nkomo ene ba bedi ne Councillor George Luchot ena atenase aye ba be ye ne sa Councillor ma chen
ye no bokode
nyame adom na wo so
ma wo ya akọ so ya nso ochina wo yi
ochina so me birthday
ena ochina so your birthday enti me da nyame asese yi na be hia your birthday no ebe ma asresre na ba fom
ede
asresre no
ade obi di ne birthday osra de
na se nyana na start ye dey last 2 weeks was a day
obi di ne birthday aya
na gift brem kra na woje endu birthday
aya na enijie no wo hu
enti wani age se udi awoda ye fancy wa men di hwe fa ya kom kire empaibo edie akrom kire empaibo any day then na be aka
minim ona aka
won so abehwe yie na nkoda ne nyinsen ese ye yi ese sakula no best of child you will be a father by force on mamiki one shall na ebu aka osim
eti bi masem na wo kan
bi di duabo bi ato ade
Councillor so nim say me a virgin
wo say
nim say me a virgin
me
unim
me look there are some things when you want to say be careful you see what trouble has happened to Joyce Blessing and the management
unim say me a virgin
no me say there are things I won't get involved
you will be involved
because yet here and a management letter aba say video na Joyce Blessing here na ka oyama Dave Joy aye ni kuru ena no ameji manu sim na me ka bi say wo ye analysis dia ba bia wo di video no ko ye no kwana efi spread ye ya mbo 12
ena Dave Joy
abrant ya kama we siesie
na body hunwi ku ha
na body hunwi very good for kissing pantine no aba
asesapo
wa winim ye dey aso wano da bi se enti unim dey se enti why you should dey dey chese sapo enti na chese sapo na kekai abna ke na ke enti dey akoba dey say sapo yi no be kan stroke
but Councillor ma yenye bibi e wa ha anope se wo hwe ya ehefa na wo baby a wo no mepese say a message kra no a obetumi asende e dey aba number no me dey betu dwa but obetumi afre nso na o papa se o papa wo onye wo stepfather na ye ka there be o papa ono enam enye o maami kunu ho asem na ye ka o papa enam sebe ne hunsuo mu ema wo ba asase so ono ho asem na ye ka wawu kura no a nyame adom akwasi ada ye ka wo mo eno nti no ede be na wo kai ede fa wo papa ehu anope nchi akese enko emfa ema ora Palgrave Boache Dankwa where government spokesperson on security anopai eja mache wapo mu boko de enka mu bobuga ana mu de buga to mu maame anke beye mede menya ne ntie se onwumu aya wotatie no na meba ma ba beje enwum ni bi minim se utumi ye selection pa nkenye security na aya ya ka obeye musician eno nso ewo hwa anopai happy Father's Day in advance Ora Palgrave Boache Dankwa. Happy Father's Day in advance. Enkoma Ora Matthew Kwajo Opoku. Same papa no Councillor. Ena Ora George, Reverend George Luchot. Happy Father's Day in advance.
I'm so your ex-boyfriend. Why are
you baby? Me but me we show in advance. Say, oh papa nso te ase.
Papa nyenwe.
But so te ase.
Pa.
Ono nso no me we hye no. Father's Day in advance. Say otumi. Say otumi ese ni sika e wo bi te se wo ho.
Enukre.
What you say?
And now when Yamian say ni sika me hu pan kan won you obi ni din komo say e ma ohune enwo so. Thank God for your clay. Tie. Eti koma na me no di na ba we ya. Joyce Blessing, the ex-husband no. And now oye janso at the same time fathers. What you say? Eti no me dey maso me go kai ne say Joyce Blessing management. Omo ye sure said the omo sure ne sa say sa dia. Me mo nko be bi omo si omo nko ye investigation omo nko Dave Joy ho. Adia anchi less than me fit TV so just around 9 something before 12 o'clock na video na Santa Councillor beji ubu asema aka eni ni o sana asem na nya sa na tie na obi kase me say Zion Felix ya Zion Felix madudu okunu Zion Felix obeware na nsen ya mpo na moni ewu di akoba ne se ono so say na ewu yan mpo say Dave Joy ba beyi na no ana
oh no ba Councillor me na ewu yan say Dave Joy beyi ano
ani
adenti na obeyi ano o kan nyansa sem bi o wie ne kasa no
o today
o say enti nkwala ne nti adenti na nkwala ne nti enim guasie we no wan fa nhye wo ho na obeyi ano
dey o dey share no say your friend Kwame na your friend Kwame
ehun hia
see die
oni wa ware pen ena yenim da oye video no ena wan kasa no wu Dave no wan kasa no ka Dave Joy na aye ne de se ne Joyce ka ne ho wu Dave no wan kasa no wo ware no wo se ring na ade ma na ehye no enti yenim emreko a Joyce eye video no
na che se no sa asem ne kire se oye aye no omo te ba wale
ho ena me ka se enti we no nya nkire mu bia de obeka aye ama nkrofo ahunu se empo Joyce ebo adwaman se ne ana ensem bi ekokoso no a wama wo mo ana wo mo ka no enya dance ese bibi sa aye dey ekọ
dance no me kwa kwota no me kwa
o se ni mgu asesem
wanya ne ni mgu asesem
Councillor oba a wone no wo mma oba a wone na tena da empo wone ni mampo a ya na meme bi sorry timi ko gina bontin didi wo mo partners atem anase wo mo exes atem wo bontin no me ni wo mo nya adwene
o tie me
ma na boy ni ye no
na me ka se ona me kwa kofa fi se sana Zion Felix ka se na ko ye ni anka
kebe boa
but ono so see on trust me em pamata
dia ya tade na ye de hye na na ye dey ye de hye na na ye dey ne ho be na begu ase wo na wo
ye ma Joyce Blessing abu wama Joyce Blessing ayi say enti wa be krom abeyi ni ho ano na me bisa say Dave Joy abeyi ni ho ano yi then wanya fi
then na wanya
si wanya di ye discuss no
discuss ho
dade ba ko a na ha me ne say na ka me ni Dave Joy anka man be mi ya no and what's the reason o kasa wie ye no o say ye wo court ye be hia ewo court
enti hu be kasa ye
enti say be hia wo court po anka na ka media bisa me anka ye nja ne nto sa said that Joyce Blessing enyi so bi Joyce ti agina mu
but obi anyi ni ti
ono a Dave Joyce san kan bibi say Dave kan say enkwala ni ti okay so no enti say who your father na unya husband bioma you should watch what you do because the children will come and become very better against you
yes
whether your case is even right or wrong but say na sem ne ko no ebi mwani yaje ba me ka o
wani di obi ha mo say
oh na say obi dia no no wuti wei unim say na gofo amini o
wo mini mi a wo mini me kwa
wo mpo ye mini wa ebe nyawo the sense enche ne nyawo won sa wo so enti wo mpo kitafo amu ne boy dia na usuo say betofo enti wo di ebetime nyawo na so dia me dia ne say wunim ho enti unim say na ahwe ho wo pon show anu akoda wo bi kwa wo fa wu ba na ukọ no asan ba fi enti woni mu ho so hwa e bia wonya asem but how can you be careful to be careful the American says Joyce asem ya ekokoi enra me kan ne patro kansa but Dave Joy the wa be kan chese management in anye omoto investigation e to di bia e ba na be ye write up to do damage control seek the wisdom of the professionals And no pa me can one sempa say if they are sure because there are these videos here by say me ni omo pa management na ga mami ke like we will not address it. What must say in the first place like whatever video has gone out there whether Joyce was drinking, whether Joyce was doing this, whether she was broken-hearted, the management could have not even done anything because this thing will not affect the musical career of Joyce. But their trigger have started a new war. Right now, the husband is saying it's not me. And who is the person? I am not Kwame. And who is that Kwame? And this video is a good video.
Dave Bo Kwame Amponsan bi kra.
I see or no yeah Kwame Amponsan.
Okay.
Yeah, friend Kwame Amponsan.
Okay.
What must say? Now said Dave ni Kwame kra yeah can onim Kwame ye bisa and he's granting interviews on radio.
But say woni mo say obi nso obi wo saa te bia ni mu a na no te me fom ni rate me so efi ne ho so kakra
they how many say I thought the way ya can sem DNA sem one kasa I thought Dave could have just remained
DNA cry ho hiampo
because I thought she could have just remained that hero for the children to see but me stress one swa titi video yi
okoyi baaye
no money yo I dey throw you salute money ya why are there but my catch Joyce Blessing say baby a video if you buy so kai me na say baby oh
but counselor ni nyina akosi say
David na say bebre ho
ebi wo ho kra no a ye hwe ya yon kufa mu yi
David ye na say bebre wo ho
me say wo mu say bebre wo ho ba
e so ni baby afi ba ya
onkosi ho kwan
that's all
and I say
anya press release
wonim say counselor wonim say me no hwe ne be wo
ho block akwa bi a unblock no na friend na kanya sasem kire no kwaku skate ye eni wase de magidada de ope mi anie na me ka tell ade yi ade abadwa na me sene ma wo mimi nim biamo enyum to na me nim to na ade yi apei ka se me ye me to kirewo me di nufo yi ma wo da na se efu ana me ye no so kirewo what you say galamse ya se atuwa forest na me nipa ni nguase o enti me srewo baby a wash ase fedi o ye o unblocking and was sending audio
no so betre
audio no
obesan so asende
and say drum wo
yeah and
obo say o pan cho
enti na make a cho
David ma audio no kono so spread audio
no me I ka me nko a onya no de opa bi onye cause nipa bi wo ho no ma ohu
nipa ni ngwase nya sao
counselor tie nipa bi wo ho no
na kwesi ada Joyce boni mama fathers mo kwesi ada we ba yi me ni ye show
yes
oba tine ni ma dress unbreakable
answer na ebewie ye bekoya asem ne so wonim say nipa say ye keto abi ena nipa du on ma wasi ne bo say wo be say wo no ma ne say wo nko ye wo nkrofo yes me
oba tele ya papa nya hwa boni so nya dwuma say wo nko
me nya ohwe
me ma say me nko
oh we no be me so aba be yi ne mu anu enim gwa say be na chen we
o nya ni gwa say ni gwa say for we Joyce adeje mo be fa but I think my problem is that the management should be very careful before they step out. They should speak to professionals who are damage controllers like us. Come and speak to the
managers.
Come and see us. We are trained for this one. Our choice of words will make things well done. Yesterday, I took your press report release and I did a lot of damage control within your and I kept referring to it. If your letter is authentic, me koso refer. Not the more yearly. Joyce still unbreakable.
Oh, you're unbreakable.
Oba wofe.
Oh, you're unbreakable. Counselor.
Yeah, say the importance of fathers in the life of their children. Actually, if you ask this, the other kind who topping bizarre will say, there is nothing that a father would do to show he's important than to impregnate a woman. The only important thing in the life of a child is to come on earth and to be told you have a father.
Ane.
That is the most important thing in the world. So if there's any importance that a father will show in the life of a child, is for the child to know that this man gave 72 strokes in Etiwa Forest Galamsey and produce you. Moses say more them. That one alone makes you important in the life of a child. Now, immediately you know who your father is. Then you begin to connect to the father so you can have the father's blessing. Then bam, you are getting the importance of a father.
Okay.
The second most important thing in the life of a father to a child is the name. When you don't have a name, you don't have anything. Because a good name is better than riches. You didn't design to be given birth to by Lutrot. You didn't want to become, you didn't come into the world to say, I want to belong to the Asamoah family. But one Asamoah released a spermatozoa that has sensible sperm in it around a very solid cardinal strength of a semen. Bema kwati munsu asem na meke. Ese o describe me ye. Se na be ase na abo tinkoi. Wo hie bia, wo de ahye nyame anunya. It's a divine water. Se si nsuo bi ye nsuo we anunyam power asase so e bema munsu. Because ensuo egu a ye wa ne ani kotu a ekono na mmoa ne kasa. Yeba. Enkanka de kasa no. Enya de tim ho. Tim. And the sense it tells you that somewhere that you have come makes it important. So the name is very important. The next thing that you have to appreciate and see the importance in the life of a father is not because your father is just a father figure, but has gotten the courage, the patience, the love to make your mother at least a wife. Why am I saying that? Mami K, you can be a man and not a husband. You can be a father and not a husband. You can also be a husband and not a father. So the male has a lot of duty. And because there are different categories of women in the life of a man, as compared to Oba, women don't have categories of men. Yours is just a straightforward thing. If you have a man in your life, he's just a man to you or a husband to you. But for us, we can have varieties of women in our lives. What I say? Your life need a difference, but the child comes to realize that he's not just a father, but he's also a husband to my mother. It makes the child feel so important because hona akorani shia akasa. Hona krani sua atnasie hona krani e bema osua seni dachi ye di oba di nkomo hana krani oba osua sena dachi ye som bema. Enti the deficiency at times no to be kobase. If you are a father and not a husband, it becomes a challenge in the life of the child. The next important thing in the life of a child is a father who has a legacy that is being prepared for a child. Say eja pa adibi aman. Enye japa deal na meka. Munja etietie na enye japa deal na meka say famra. Me say eja pa ebeja de. What must say forever. The land forever. The shirt forever. The shoe forever. Say ubenye japa we free ye ama forever gift.
Any here.
And also the importance in the life of a father. The next thing is that every one of the most important things in the life of a father that doesn't make you a husband, and that one you need is divinity from God. Every father is a prophet. Every father is a priest. Every father is a king, and out of them flows internal everlasting blessing. A woman cannot bless. The blessing that makes a child rich, the blessing that makes a child important, the blessing that makes a child a good future husband, a good future wife, is not in the hands of a mother, but it's in the hands of a father. A mother can steal for you. Look at Rebecca. Why should Rebecca rush and go for a blessing from Isaac. Because even though she's a wife, she knows that Rebecca worry Isaac. Empo Isaac a near friend who said me kura near friend and she let me when you move. San Shirano se me baninya dachi obi share Isaac awari biano obey ye. So a mother, our two as a wife, and at the end, Yan said, say, I Rebecca ni Isaac, a new baby, a year day, and ye easy saw the Beman and near for Bay and Bema grow. Oh, what the Beman you friend, fitting fitasia. Now, what you see on Pema grow dear, and why skills neither. Wouldn't be aware, but say me two way. I mean, who be beer. Now, all of a sudden, many fra. Now, me go to our dear. Sadia na yesi emewe kra na afi na obetata fansabra nye ho so ha menufoni mia enya easy enti Rebecca do baby no na wade ni nkoye ena enfie da Rebecca tem eni Isaac ntem ntu no edu baby no na Isaac be ma yo na bafom enti no muntiye esanse eja otiye no so be hira ne ba o de fa ne yire so e de hwahwa no ho adwoa Fre oba beman mame enye fre ye ba beman mame fre oba beman mame ni afra be fre oba ba no so kan enne menye se mewudie ba me pesa adoma chade bi o mso me fam ma wo bayi na ombeye se me na oba bia odi ni kunu wa danse enokura danse bia nso no o ma beman ye yi eti eba ne se na Rebecca Isaac Anfreno me aduane a me kondo pa de oni nwa kane eya me maame na me wari me yiri mfie bebrebe yi ma be sua me yiri nso de ama ma ja to mu se we aduane a me pe enti sampa se me pe makono aduane edi pa de anka nanka enye me ba na me frɛ na anu ama me I will call my wife Rebecca, can you feed me to bless our child? But because they were not in proper talking terms, the father bypassed the wife and said, I want to bless my son. And hear what the mother said. Jacob, bra. Mati se papa pese o shira unya bema no. Mati. And the time when the bema ne kasa, because so many kasa, they are not in talking terms, but the mother took a risk for the child because the father's blessing is important. Ne bani ka chen se mimi nim se me mapa ne ni afra mu ndie na so de ne nsa fo me hu no hu se nyam me na o hira na o de no me be den beto me so tie de ne ba Rebecca say let your father's curse come upon me. It means that when it comes to a father's blessing, a mother who knows the importance of the man they are living with will not deny you of the importance of your father's blessing. The most important one is that your father is your prophet, your father is your priest, your father is the king over your life. And when you miss these important things in your life, because you can't be actual, and I'm mommy or yow, and I'm a woman feel crowd, and then we're going to show you bema, or call you no money be woo, ya, or me papa say wanka, na go best down the chama be shamo, when him the ordinary family power assassin so, and yamina so ma come and I'm a car, say mama ye that chanka, like a way baby I won't oh papa me kai pass who got JSS no and I me call papa ho and I me catch and sakula na wie and to be adwene for no say oba de or the school koye de and na so na wo camp brofo na obi afra me kunendu e obani mami na mami ya sa drama we kire wa na wa peti wa gen blue green nyame adom attach dem bebo video bu Ghana ha papa bia wagidin a o wontafo oba ne se nkwala na dwen obisa ne baba akofo so ba fie se nya hwe papa anya hwe abone nya hwe mo ya memba enti yentena fie mami ke osi anopatututu he requested that the daughter who is at that 24 years do oats for me to eat. The daughter did the oat and broke bottle and broke them into pieces and mixed it for the man to eat. That's the father, because he has been brainwashed with the head of the mother. Yes. Me go school no menyemo and ye misam sa wade any university na mfa na me see university dia mepe and then am the teacher counselor Lutrot and you say many aba na me ba be je me ba e ka bia wa boss onim say me ntua fa bra me tua But look at it. So the importance of a father, one of the people that can be replaced in your life one day is a mother, but not a father. Do you know why? Because immediately you replace your mother, nobody knows she's not your mother. And I will explain. Metiwe, Mrs. Samayria, Obi enim. Enkurani ko shia, omo shi obi, na me say meet mommy. Now your friend saying, "Oh, I am Mrs. Lutrot." Nobody knows this is not their mother.
Because Papa didn't it was.
But immediately my wife changes me, and akuko bata na nkwaya ni nachi, and my children are following, and they meet them. What's your name? And then they say, "My name is Elohim Lutrot." What's your name? Agbagbatu Lutrot. What's your name? Millicent Lutrot. Ah, is that so? Then they meet you. Oh, Mrs. Sampofo. But your children are yes, so. So a mother can be replaced in the life of a child, but the father is irreplaceable. You will die with the father. The next important thing in the life of a child, from a father to a child, is that it is a father that names. It's a father that gives your hand in marriage. It is a father that buries. So when you disconnect from a father, you will not have anybody to name you. You will not have anybody to give your hand in marriage or receive marriage for you. When you die, you become a destitute. Nobody will bury you for your soul to relax. The importance of a father, it is irreplaceable. You can be useless, you can be wretched, you can be poor, you can be unassuming, you can be unpresentable, but what is in you, called a father, can never be tempered with.
Counselor, mmofra bebre e wo krom ha no mo say ya wo mo di wo mo papa no mo titiru ha mo ya opa ni na e fa se ebia onyini no 5 6 7 8 ho ko no se wo ka asam to ne tirimu a no an wo di nyini oduru sa age no ye ka kire ne se ne papa wo wo no ana se papa wo nyinsan maame no wo ye seti a maame no wanyi abofra no enti na chese ehia de bi se na wo ka no ehia de bi kra wo ho no mu a eja na anya asede ne e de ho yawo ene e ho adwene ato abofra ne tim amenne nipa ne edi eja ne ho yawo ebede na sa ne me nyina no yetimi.
Is it Father's Day, Husband's Day, or Responsibility Day?
What be sabi?
What are we celebrating? Father's Day, Husband's Day, or Responsibility Day? I feel guilty when my wife's daughter keeps referring to me as daddy, 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 and doesn't have the consciousness of going to look for her father. I will not take the bride price of that girl. I won't. Menje.
Empo wona
menje. Se bema be ware me sa me yire ba no. E ba na se ebusuafo nyina ewu mpo a. Me metro mo be bia yesie ni papa. No mo nkoye ne wade wasamado. Because I cannot bless this girl to go into marriage. Then maybe I want your bar. One day na fini papa nsem no wo be ma no ko fa suman esi wo so ombre. Any man that has married a woman who never had a connection with the father, forever in your life nothing will work for you, and there's no pastor that can reverse it.
Yes, man say o ye eja enyina to o yare o kwa akware o ba kwa akware ontumi mfa wonni nachi
me that's what
enti wafa ne wofa
wafa fihi
anase wafa wonua be ma
ase
onko
dem ohima tie me a simple principle me tie me maame ne nua baba metumi awale no Ghana mrancheme
yo but ye kan
sunsun wi ase encheme adentia esi me maame mo ho ne ye ni mojafra me tie me papa ne papa se ne bibiesi na ye se ye pese hu se me mma ne fi na me ni wiase mu me papa ani ho na ye kofa me papa ni chromosomes ana ni blood DNA ni ye ya ebe wo me mbanum. So my explanation is that if your father is weak, your father is dead. Anybody who is a male that belongs to your father's lineage has the mandate of continuing what your father. And you see, So you have no excuse. And I'm not we are abusuaphobia maybe some say. Now won't swear have you been there? The prodigal child said, even in my father's house, when the prodigal son met pigs, Oshiam preko, and then nipa, Oshiam preko, na Osha trust him and preko ye Jimmy for, Omunya papa, Omunya ye, Oshiam preko, and ye preko and Biane, Osimi papa fee and poor be fino, and quiet if you hope the way. In the midst of the pain, the child recognizes that in my father's house, he's even too kind to servants. He's kind to maid servant and male servant in his house. So the man I'm talking about, it is me who have rebelled. What your mother told you is true. Mami ke utiwe makande bi achro. Mene wo ekodi benku ana wo pepe bayire nti mini benku wi na di bayire. Na ye kodi di aka nka ho na wonyema. Ade a mami ke da bi koyi. I don't just have your bonsam. It's a sign we are here. I see on the lunch. And immediately, a daily pregnancy, I'll have a challenge to say, I am not ready for it. But this is where you tell me, well, if you are not ready, I am 32 years now, and I cannot attempt any killing again. As for this one, if you can't even do it, I'll keep it. So the decision was yours to keep. It doesn't negate the fact that I am the one who impregnated you. Women, get this thing out of your mind. The fact that the unwanted pregnancy, I denied it based on any reason. It could be fear, it could be shame, it could be ridicule, it could be because I'm canceling. Don't ask me and question. Now, who did not know say canceling? What's the matter? Don't ask that question. Don't come and butter this morning. But don't destroy the destiny of the child. San komona kolani ni ho. Ne ba ne se na me ba. Asesi awanyi. Me ba ba na awanyi abatumi. Asema si ya se ne ba e. Otumi trase. No, let me daddy. I wanted to ask you something that mommy said. Mommy said when she was pregnant, you gave her medicine to abort me, but she lied to you and threw it away. Is it true? That my daughter at age 21 years ago, an action that both of us took. Listen to me, when I gave you the drug, even though you didn't want to terminate the pregnancy, you collected it. And I saw you doing this. You didn't swallow. Because I want to keep the child. This is beautiful. When you see that girl too, she has so much hip and have so much breast. She's even beautiful than the mother. So we brought something good into the world. And she's a girl. Then she sits me down at age 21 to ask me that this is what mommy told me. And it's bothering my mind. Daddy, can you tell me what the truth is? Did you tell mommy to abort me? Then you look at the child and say, mommy told you this, how old were you? When I was just going to GSS 1, mommy told me that I should be careful, that nobody does what you did to her, to me. So the mother was going to advise the daughter, I am not against it, but don't use foolish things.
Yeah.
Don't. Yes, you told my daughter, you are going to tell her, I chance on you when you are going to JSS 1. You are just 18, and I'm very, but your daughter is going to school. Near see to Nufua. You can just say, men koya dear me, ya papa, and my woo, chemu, or cassa because you young pork, and near Namin be, and papa wally minted. Once a baby of a baby, I mean, two watch. A son said, Nam you fought for her, send me who will watch. Now what Brenty. Me jam ye from my own kwa obi ampewayo obi aboa so they make the child feel so hurt say me or the only daughter of the mother because dear me she coiled herself up. She didn't want any man anymore. My sister, you are lying. Didn't the last guy that came to your life while you Sam and then I filler it's what forest and so you now say galam say na so sakola na daughter, son, whatever your mother told you, it is in your head. When I tell you it's a lie or it's true, Manike, it will not leave your head. And to Mani Bisawa, the other can say, when did he tell you? Yeah, when I was going to JSS. And when did he tell you? When I was leaving Ghana to the medical school, I went to Mommy, and this is the advice Mommy gave me that in the place I'm going, I should be careful that I don't become like what you did to her. Well, is it a good advice? Yes, but you are not matured enough. Or to me, sorry, demo. edi san kwasiandase ye wonyankopon anim ena na nya mo ma ye na nyame ase a awiase de betu bia no nyankopon na kwan maya mba me tum nyina fo se enye ni nyina na ye bone de ba ayese obenya kokoduro me se me kofa ye fun ya me ba ha me wale ye ye twe me san ye no na ye oya okese power so dem na se me tum was wonyankopon anim ena me tena agondwa na chi ene hwede nyame aye me hwe akra ye obo keyboard akole yi o na enam nyina wada ne sofo panyi wo manim yi enti enye hwe eba menko yi maame efutu bonya de to kola yi papa na owe wo he oni hobio we should so the children are bitter. The children are hurt because no father would tell because we don't carry children.
Okay.
So we don't tell children everything.
I'll say phone line on that. Phone to membra 0200-854-255 0200-854-255. Eno any number betumi afresh so. Nyame adoma kwasi ada eye ejanom eda. Ede be na wo maame. E ka kire wo fa wo papa ho. Ede be nso na okaya okai na emawo enya saa odo ene akomapa no efa waja anase o papa ehu eya asemboni bi na wote ye ede be atenka kra na wo ede masa eja no anopai obetumi afre 0200-854-255 0200-854-255 na watumi ede wo so de aba me pa cho frefo di ka aba ho maso ma che ye frost na hina okase free. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Nehireba.
Me pacho, udini disebio. Okay, me pacho etio.
Mo beto there.
Book no beto.
Me auction mo ba beto. First copy say me launch here ni atono. 50,000.
Okay, na one kasano or experience no at say woni waja. Experience no say na sitie woni wa yonko fa anase e de be na ba obete fa ne ho.
Oh, I mean, I have a good relationship with my dad, but I try to put me late.
Okay.
I have a son, and I want to maintain a good relationship I have with my dad. I always provide for his needs, though I'm the born there, but my father to live there. Me and my father with my father.
Okay.
Na eja glano wo o wa na o ma me o.
So what after say?
Okay.
The head for them, so the men who have the pastor. If you're come out, but I'm divorced. The whole lot happened. The mama, or that police,
yeah.
The mental cancer,
but Kaisa also responsibilities, no, unyemu, eja responsibility, no. I know so come. One other thing, so they say, won't say a cobani say, no, I say, Bemano. Na say or render responsibilities are ayana eme binom ye ma bofra ne hu say
anya divorce pe ye mpo ayete ade abupo
no anya no sa na make me pese me kire say emema ne ye bibi ma mofra no a ayana ma no ye ma wo mo say
I'm sure the months ka get for fuel, get for the children's fees. Then I'm someone can
ana me kan say
mimi nyi be fi am nyi wo mu
kasla call
ye tia fisa me ko kutu from kodam papa say alopa 2 to 5 o'clock
say o ba me ma o hu say o papa
na dey ma daddy's door and kneel there and say daddy thank you very much. Mommy says you've given her the fees and my father will not even say thank you sorry they nya say besu ade obi ma mi ke laugh out loud.
Good morning.
Nanu swa
Good morning.
Bacho ya fro say he da kasefe abaya kwaba we dey controversy nene dey hen
the what is obi camera phone no so can be
na ni aba mi dey ni won kola minta na yemi amu apa tell won kola minta because you juma ba na mi fe mi kola ya mi do face na no dada.
Oh, now, anytime that movie, I do make you a movie, I'm not responsible. If you see, I'm my father, take you. The party, I'm not going to for your lab. Oh, if you know me, I've been a system, you know, Papa, be more. I won't know my young to tell me, Nama, the Indian bar, not a point, or not so soon. Oh, the best place I done to tell. Ọmọ mi á mú ìkọlá ní bàtà tí sùn àwọn ọmọ ọmọ ní àtẹ̀tẹ̀ ó níbi ìkúra náà mọ́tà mẹ́ta ní fi ìkọlá ní wò mọ́ ń mú tẹ̀ ó níbi na ó fẹ́ fi àwọn ọgbà náà wọ́n ti ní ní ìkọlá ní wọn náà ó yẹ àmúkiri tó nà bèbí pápọ̀tìrà bèbí ẹ̀ ń bọ̀ wá ìdí ẹ̀bẹ̀ tẹ̀lé àwùjọ ní ìyẹ̀ ẹ̀dá ní ìfẹ́ ayé ọmọ tẹ̀lé ọmọ yẹn lọ ọmọ kọ́lá àwọn mẹ́ta sí ọmọ sọ ẹ̀yàn ìjìlá ìwọ́n ti máa ní ìkọlá àwọn àìní náà máa ìṣúná nípa.
Abaya dase ene wafuto ade ameja no no pay enti wono so ne de no
yes nyame adoma na ewa na wotwe eba yi mu ye beba is the responsibility and common it's say announcing what the father is doing is important. What does it mean to be in the life of the child? Is it when you are seated with a child? What does it mean? Because that is where our embodiment is. What must say? And yeah, many indoors until
okay, Tina, it's you.
No man to say, well, because of all my disability, 5 my medical.
That's papa say or no so to me, yes, sir. One was a janum be or honomoa, counsellor, a son say or to Adrianiam wedding qua, or child school fees in qua. And Comobia or no bed dear. Bear may be a wako shian wa brabomo. Bema no shia no woni ni ntemo no etesen mu nkita hode ne tesen ede nkomo na mobo
etina me ka say you see the father is a leader and you see next week ye be mama tiase
na woni madia ba kwa ya na woni madia ba kwa ya na ekoso e we ye fie bi mu aya na mente ase me papa ebetumi ni me di nkomo ebizanze na wo kra nipa asomesi ane ne na me uhu ne se ne ade ejanu bi ho no ma wo mo dwene se ensese woni akwala ne bedi sa nkomo no
ni nyina can you see or your present because next week my church I say what say they are too much
so ye ni nkomo me pa cho akwa ba ye frost he na akasa free
oh but so good morning you let us mama ni ati pa
amunye ni mobile money na ani age pa me age pa
ye tie o mama
me so ma din chere kakra me say me so no ya mama no anyenye ni fu kwa de so then I'm so many tapani jawa die
okay
and so tapani jawa die onu ti yes ma se ka kere yen se e papa de bi su ban
okay
ma yin se papa ntri bi won mo ba mi ni ni fu
ye na ekoso
ye akunu ni ti twa de no sa it's no way to ya it what you say ya o ma dream I'm really getting to me say my dream because we change our place what any the drama and then na what is your fire papa nchia what ni entem
ebe basa
owu amaye ti me yi ase but we will make a share me am hotel of what na ye tu wo e no ni master
yeah
but ye ko share papa nchia in the counselor amma kuma ye nyam yo shraw no okay
nyame so nhia ene wakoma pa ene akokodura wo so nya ya utumi ne onuan mo kasa ya
eno ne na wotwe ba nkomo na ebedi no nkola ne bebre enyanka omeko majanom ho ena papa no bebre nso nyanka omeje nkola no na ennanom de duabo ato nkola bi so
ensemu aya na ye ka no
o de nomie bi ato akola no so ba men kan cho so ma men nomie enye foko o papa nomie ene ye foko test ese no de a modern case misre obinka said disrespect your mother obinka said women are less important but the challenge is that the position of a father can't be replaced
okay
And for that matter, stay focused. Whoever your father is, especially when your mother says, this man is your father.
Okay, me pacho, good morning. You're frost and I hear free. Okay, yet you.
I'm imagine mobile money quite so.
Because about our baby, I think they did not brew when financial Bocanaja. I have Bocan, but I can tell them about the Jamaica. The farmer, I shall be fair to say about 18 years. I can really say about some 4%. I say about now that should be costing this one, I think the news. And see a better now. About family and summer and not so much to come up. Yeah, not a young percent about 10 years. But I must have.
Mammy, about friend or papa? Mammy, Miss Row, about friend or papa? Miss Row, about friend or papa? But modern now, about friend and papa in your back. When son be away with my way in Nano and to sing. Your power, dear friend, near Indian common, and yet didn't cry. Say, somebody see 18 years ago. You were swano. Now they're trying number we. Assign your mobile money number. A 0277. A 609. A 644. Oda trying boko. 0277 609 644. Na kwesi ade nyame ya adoma. Ye nhyiamu kese pa. I celebrated the father of the year. We show me Phoebe, your friend, making fathers out of men. The table of boys now men. But
counselor, asema odia bay ena ye betumi akase obabi eye eja na.
Obabi antimi nya ya. Obabi oye eja bia ye before. But next week make sure we say you see if you think that responsibility is what is making you a father, you are carrying a curse.
Once the roles be no more.
No, you can be.
How many play?
You can be. This is our song. We see next week I'm going to do what does it mean to be a present father?
Okay. My uncle fire last caller na yentu ajumedi so me pacha o ma che.
Yeah, but
Nyame adom na so e. Me pacha oso o de ne de he.
Okay, me te feel panko. Na ete no musu.
Eja usu ete o.
Yi me papa. Na ete no musu pa de na o ni lore. Na musu. Ete na mama e un po. Papa no te de no na. Mo share mi. Ri ko school next week. No fa mo ti de mi. Ibo to mo de na ko ma share mi. No do na ko school. No do na. Papa share mi. Ana do ko shi o lu up now for a fun stuff.
Eja no musa de oboa o. Na ba cho we di say.
Oh, mo te de ye.
Ene se nya oba ne me. Okay, yenua, menua ne o. Iti eja no musa de ye. Me papa counselor. Me papa, yenye obo. Oh, there be so of first no. O see your oba. Nchiana wachi ame no. Me jere so no was ya. Nti na mbisa what you say.
We to marry why?
There be me kura me chen no. 30 years.
Auntie was on read it.
There be menyin say no.
I don't read it when you say. Oh, nyame ye gana so na tie na ka we.
But who said there na owusu ka no. No kro me papa na ameti hey. Me ka je ne say wonwu ye. Awoti asi. Oya deni sika medi. Enti wono no wonim dada.
Because I got some own way. I do hear be a man, son and Sika baby.
Never need
A man is a seven, the other day. A man is a seven.
Send the banner.
Obianca, son,
Tio, send your wokano, a ja and nano. Ye lifespan ni hu anamebwa
forever.
Forever.
Awade about war any wu.
Forever.
Yeah.
It's an wo ye no, wa forever.
And correct.
Aya chedi a nyame dia ma forever. Into so twa hoka forever.
Forever.
It's menini mienu no.
Forever.
Ye share baby a forever. Ye beji ehuska.
Forever.
Forever. It's anopai happy Father's Day in advance. We ye ja we nya boys o. We nya boys down. Who said Danny Drew ho say ya. Obi onu mo a onwoda. Or a potential father.
We nya potential father dey be set your date.
We ye ja.
The best set date na mam. The oma we abortion po nya father ye. The best set that date na mam.
Akwa no what
number san extra celebration.
Happy Father's Day in advance. Enko ema eja bia. So wo nkwa o woni nkwa wo ye ja. Waza wo ye a onya sa akokodro no ne abada ye hwe sa abofra no nkwa de wo ye ja. Enti happy Father's Day. Fathers ne doso wo mo doso pa wo hu echire ho no mo no ye wo bad time bi wo bema time bi wo ho no mo a wo no o mi mo bi e
happy Father's Day
bema bad time bi e wo echire ho eze kro kasa guma sum ono na dware ne ba no ono na de ne ba ko school wotete aduane ma no wo hwe ne ma ne da wo hwe ne ma ne ye bibia enti sai ni pe
abafra ma me ewu ana wo
ne ma beti ase
then ma meti ase fara de akoma no
over ne ma
no so ya me see next thing koma be di no kwala be san ko ma me mo
over eze oba me ho me ba me ho ade ne me ye o na sorry anopan meja ho ma ba adwuma
okay
nti ene efe nam ze obeye so ate ase
me see next thing what does it need to be a present father e be this uncle one self next week
but happy Father's Day in advance ejebia e share one ope da se unya akokoduro unya amodin unya atema unya sa yi no gidie ni woyemu na otumi ehwe yen bedru sampempen so yi nyame adomo aye be share but counselor
Madam Ase, ya Kedi, Makaze Kusiada, just watch the same space, Facebook Live, may celebrate the Father of the Year. Who knew the backro? Yeah, man, the biggest honor. Adia me ya Fibia, Tinyambi ya Doma, we are at Weba, Bakosusha interviews in watch them live on Facebook, and some SCC will maybe a brabum. Happy Father's Day to my father, Mr. Jerry Alexander Lutrot. Mr. Jerry Alexander Lutrot. Yami shira se odi me ba kruma ma sisi Ghana fo nya the only counselor in the whole wide world. Me wu a obi ani hobio. Yami shira mu nyina oma mo kwatenten. Happy Father's Day in advance. Mami ke we da say. Good night.
Yes, we da say.
Charlie, thank you. I'm late, Papa. So let me end it.